great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion. Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode number 617 of the Immigration Answer Show. How is everybody doing? What is going on? How was your day? How was your Thursday? Thanks for joining me for this late Wednesday episode of the Immigration Answer Show. I'll be here for the next hour, or as long as you guys have questions for me in that hour. How is everybody doing? Let's see who's here. All right, Maggie is the first one here. Hello, Maggie. We got Lindy and Tyrone. Traylene is watching from Ohio. Looking forward to a great show. Kwaku from Kentucky is here. Saring from New Jersey. Rocio from Ohio is here. Raphael's checking in from Tampa. We got Vishnu, our friend Saya in California. I never knew where Saya lived. Hello, Saya. We got Chev and Emmanuel. And Patricia's here. Yeah, I got my haircuts. How about that? Provinciana is here. Nurse Laura in Seattle, and Arlene Kerr is here. I'm going to go ahead and get started by sharing the the link to the waiting room. Here's the link to the waiting room. Phil's here from California. We got MD in North Dakota. We're getting a little following in North Dakota. I don't even think there's an immigration office up there. Otherwise, I'd say we could open one. How about that? All right. Let's hide the current comment, and let's hide the banner. And let's put up the contact information if people want to get a hold of us, since I'm doing this all by myself. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started and talk to Easy. Hi, Easy. How you doing? You're on mute.
Sorry, can you hear me?
I hear you fine. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. Still at work, but almost rounding off. Okay, so my question is, I don't know if I should be concerned about this. I put in my paperwork for the I-751 on the 29th of April. I sent it through the post office, and I got the tracking indicates that it's been delivered. But I have not heard anything yet from immigrations. I have been checking my update, the status updates, and what I see there is, what is up there is saying that they've notified me to put in my paperwork, I-715. Nothing has changed. I'm a bit concerned. It's almost, my 22 years expiration is coming up, quickly. It's on the 7th of July. I've not heard anything yet, and I don't know if I should be concerned, and what's the next steps for me.
What's the receipt date on? When do you know that it was delivered?
It shows it was delivered on the 30th of April.
So it's 5 weeks ago. Wow, that's a long time. I would think it'd be coming any day now.
Okay, so but this, and another thing also that is a little concerning for me is that I put in the form G, I think it's for something. You know that form where you put your credit card information for them to, but I keep checking my account and there's no debit yet. So
yeah. We've had a lot of people have problems with that form. I made a TikTok about it the other day. So you might call USCIS and see what they tell you, but you might end up having to refile. I don't know. It's problematic when it's been that long, and I hate using that. We don't use that form at our office. We always send a check.
Okay, so now getting through to USCIS is a Herculean task. It's difficult. Do you have a number that I can reach? Because the ones on
just the 1-800 number. That's it.
Wow. So you said I should keep trying or refile or what?
I would wait to refile till the last minute, just because they could charge you twice and you'd never get that money back. So I would start bothering them. I would start asking. I'd call them once a week, try to figure out what's going on. I would keep checking my credit card to see if it got charged, and if nothing by say middle of June, which is, I guess, in a week and a half, go ahead and maybe refile. Thanks, Easy. Good
Okay.
luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye. All right, Robbie's here. Hi, Robbie. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, Jim. How you doing?
I'm great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just a couple of questions. Like I filed for my parents, like I-130 and I-485. They are here. So we applied last year on March 1st. Their file was accepted, and then we get the receipt notice on March 6th. So my dad got approval last month, I-130 and I-485, but
Wow.
we haven't received any green card yet. They sent us the approval notice, but my mom's still waiting. It's showing 2 months on the online account.
Just chilling.
Okay.
I mean, most of these cases take a year for people. So the fact that dad's got approved and the fact that mom's is pending, nothing to worry about.
Okay. It's been like 15, 16 months since there's.
Oh, I think you said 2 months.
No, 16 months. The last year in March 2023,
Okay, when did they approve dad's?
Dad approved last month, May 2024. 2nd May 2024.
May 2nd, 2024. So a month and 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So I would say pretty soon the green card should be coming. I don't know about your mom's case. I mean, dad didn't have an interview. Mom didn't have an interview.
No interview.
I'm just chilling. It's all good.
Normally, how long they will take for sending the green card? Like
5 or 6 weeks.
5 or 6. Okay, then I'll wait.
Hi, Robbie.
Yeah. Thank you, Jim.
Yep, for sure. All right. I'm going to post the link to the waiting room again if anybody has a question. And I'm going to talk to Parita. Hi, Parita.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm talking to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. So, I had an issue of the birth year. I don't know if you remember or not.
No.
So yeah, I did have the typographic error, and you suggested, hey, I should have sent them a letter requesting to change it, and they finally changed it. So I just wanted to let you know and thank you for your help.
It worked?
Yeah, it worked. They changed it.
That's
So
awesome.
it worked. So yeah, and then I also had another question.
Okay.
Regarding the text. So my husband did not make like much for the year of 2022 and 2021, but he did make enough to show like this year's income. So do you think we would need another sponsor?
Most likely. Yeah. They usually want 3 years of good earning history.
Okay. So yeah, that's all I wanted to ask.
Bye, Parita.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya. All right, we're just flying through them today. Raylene is here. Hello, Raylene.
Hello, sir. I have one question because I got into the United States last January 20, and got married 6 days after that. But I found out my husband was cheating on me that the next month, and then we tried to work the marriage, but we ended at separating. I haven't adjusted my status yet. Is there any is it gonna be possible even if we're separated, and if he files the petition, even if we're separated, would that be working?
You entered the United States and married a U.S. citizen 6 days after arrival?
Yes, I entered as K1 visa with my son. He excluded me from everything, and we are just on to his $100 per week. So I asked him about just signing filing the petition for us. So I don't. He's living with another woman now, and we are left on the rented house that we had since we got married. So if he agrees to file the petition, would that be fine, if even if he's living with another house at another place?
No, that's called immigration fraud. You don't want to do that.
Oh.
What is he been? Oh, has he been abusive at all?
Well, there's been like emotional abuse, and I had a police record for the, like, it's unintentional because he pushed me through the wall, and but the police has record for it. I don't think if that would be enough if I file for a self petition for myself, my son.
It might be. It might be. I wouldn't discount that. I mean, if you say you did everything right, you came on a fiance visa,
Yeah.
he won't file. I'd much rather have you file on your own through
Mm-hmm.
VAWA than to file a fake case based on him living with some other woman. That would be fatal. Don't do that.
So
If you have a police report of him pushing you through the wall, that's going to be good evidence that he was abusive. So don't discount that.
okay, because I also asked many people about this situation, and they said, if I file for self petition, I have much more chances if I file a restraining order. Would that?
Well, I would not do anything to manufacture evidence. Just get away from him, stay away from him, and build your case with what you got.
Oh, okay. So
Don't listen to dumb people that don't know anything. Only listen to lawyers. Don't listen to everybody saying just file a restraining order for no reason. Don't do that.
okay, so
Unless you need a restraining order. If you feel if he threatens you, or if you feel worried, or if that police report just happened and you think you need a restraining order, that's one thing. But don't do it just for immigration. If you feel like it's in your son's best interest to have a restraining order, then have a restraining order.
oh, okay. So this happens like 2 weeks ago. Would that be fine if I'll
Yeah.
because I don't know what I will do. I haven't talked to lawyers except you. So even if it happens like 2 weeks ago, I can still go on and have some opinions at VAWA or talk to them.
For sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Raylene. Good luck. Stay
Bye.
safe.
Thank
Okay.
you.
See ya. Yeah. Bye. All right. Wissam is here. Hi, Wissam. Oh, Wissam, you there? I think he's sort of locked up. He looks frozen to me. Wissam? Yeah, he's got bad reception. He must be overseas or something. All right. Is he back? Wissam?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, barely. You're sort of breaking up a little bit.
Okay, what about now?
What? No. I can hear you okay. Why don't you just turn off your camera?
Okay. Great show, Jim. Actually, very helpful. Thank you. I have a quick question concerning the notice of continuance and the difference from the request of evidence.
It's the same thing.
And does it indicate anything like for the outcome of the case?
Is this a citizenship case?
Correct.
What do they ask for?
They asked for an old ID in addition to a tax transcript.
Why do they ask for an old ID? That's strange.
Actually, they asked me on some of the military service exemption, and I have that documented on an ID. So they asked for that.
What country?
Iraq.
Okay. So they want further documentation that you didn't serve in the military. That seems reasonable. Okay. And then they ask for your tax transcripts. Any problems there?
Nothing. No. Actually, I responded with the conclusive evidence, and I'm just wondering what does that mean?
It means they didn't feel like they had everything they needed to approve your case. They're probably holding you to a little higher standard because you're from Iraq and they discriminate against people from Iraq. But it's nothing that I'm too worried about based on what you've said so far.
Mm-hmm. So, and the other question is concerning the SIV program. Would they? I've heard I watched the show for a while, and I've kind of get the sense that there is a differentiation in dealing with different origins and different programs. So, would they get some kind of credit if they actually in that special kind of program, the SIV program?
You mean, like, do I think that makes it more likely that someone's going to get their citizenship because they came through SIV? No, I think USCIS treats SIV people horribly. As I've said before on the show, I think SIV people should go to the front of the line, but USCIS sends them to the back of the line. I think it's terrible.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks for the information, Jim. Great show again.
Thanks, Wissam. See you, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's go to Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hello, Mr. Jim. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I have two questions. Should I just tell each one or like both at the same time?
I think it'd be impossible to do them both at the same time. Why don't you just ask me one and then we'll get to the next one?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jim. Okay, my first question is, do I need to pay for refugee travel document I-131 renewal application fee if I have filed asylum-based I-485 before April 1st? And this is a renewal. I have already got travel document previously a year ago, but it was paid for separately. So do I need to attach anything or any fees for that?
I believe that you do not, but you should
Okay.
check the instructions. But I'm reasonably sure no, you don't.
Okay. So should I attach the notice for the I-45 485 to the application?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and I might even print out something that shows that it's still pending.
That's the only thing I have. That's just basically the fingerprint and then
I
the.
mean, like a screenshot from your computer from logging in and running the case number. If it just says your case is under processing, I would print that out and include that with your request to renew.
Yeah, in the application it says your fingerprint has been taken. That's the only thing it says.
Yeah, so do that.
Okay. And then the second question is, I sent my I-693 medical report to be interfiled with my asylum-based I-485 application to Overland Park rather than the Lee Summit USIS office. So do I send another I-693 to the correct address, or in this case, which is the Lee Summit office, or wait for ref to come?
Why did you send it to?
For some reason, when I received my last notice, it was saying from Overlands Park. In that case, which says it's being reviewed. So I thought I had to send it to the same address because I thought it was in that office.
Yeah, you send it where they tell you to send. Whatever it said in the letter to send it, that's where you send it.
No, they didn't. They didn't say. It didn't send me a ref. I just sent it without ref. I just sent an interfile.
I don't know what interfile means. I don't know what that word means.
So just if you have medical, you want to send it. You want to attach it to your I-485 without.
You sent it without being asked.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that word interfiled. Yeah, I would. I don't. It probably. Wait. So the USCIS online portal said your case is being handled at Overland Park, Kansas, and then you got your medical, and you thought I might be able to speed up my case by sending the medical without anyone asking me to Overland Park, instead of sending it to the National Benefit Center in Lee Summit.
Yes. Correct.
I don't know. I mean, you already sent it once ahead of time. I might just sit tight and see what happens.
Okay, so I should wait for the ref if they send the ref.
It's so funny. You have all this lingo. You must have been in the military or something, because we call them RFEs. I don't know. A lot of people call them refs, but that's funny. It's all good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
All right. It's Thursday, so everybody's not on camera, but I see D over there, and D, you're on mute.
Hi, can I go? Hi, Jamawi. Can I go off camera, please?
Of course. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I put you. Hold on. Now I'm putting you on camera. Sorry. I need to. There. Now you're off camera. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Hi, Jim. So, hey, how are you? Sorry, man. I've got a marriage-based I-485 I filed last year. I spoke to you a few months ago because I had an RFE for my birth certificate. I'm originally from South Africa, and I also my lawyer forgot to put my daughters on my case, and then I did that, and I put my daughters on the case, and then my RFE they said that they reviewed it. No, they said they received it on the 28th of February. So I actually called them on the 23rd of May to check up on my RFE, and then I got an email reply on the 3rd of June telling me that my case is still being reviewed, but the email came from Vermont and I'm in Florida.
Okay, so let's back up. You're from South Africa. When did you come to the United States?
I came 2019, and I was in status when my wife filed for me.
You came when?
2019. I came on an H-2B visa.
And when did you get married?
I got married in 2020.
Okay, and were you in status or out of status when you got married?
I was in status when I got married.
And you married a U.S. citizen or a green card holder?
She was a green card holder at the time, and then we only converted my I-485 after she became a citizen. So we filed it on the 13th of February last year.
You filed your 485 in February of 23.
Yeah, 23, 485, and also my work permit last year. The work permit, I had to fight to get it. I only received it on the 28th of February this year.
Wow.
It took, yeah.
Okay. So
yeah.
So then your spouse is now a U.S. citizen. Now, you said something about a daughter. Now talk to me about what you mean about that.
So last year when I spoke to you, I told you that my lawyer forgot to. She did not that she forgot. She didn't add my daughters to my case. She didn't. She told.
Hold on. When you say
Yeah,
add to my case, you mean they just didn't list them on the thing? Not that you were thinking that this was applying for the daughters, just listing the.
No, it wasn't applying. No, it wasn't applying. It was to list that I have kids. She didn't list that I have kids.
Hold on. Okay. I need you to slow down a little bit because I asked a question and I'm halfway done. I'm halfway done asking the question and you're answering. So let me.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It's okay. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
I will too. There we go. All right. All right.
Yeah.
I hear the side character driving there. I think, is that your wife?
That's my wife, yes.
Okay. All right. So how many daughters do you have?
I've got 2.
Okay. And so when you filed the 45 in 2023, the lawyer did not list your 2 daughters on your 45.
Yeah.
Okay. What since then have you done to let USCIS know that you have 2 daughters?
You told me that I have to send them a letter, which I did last year with my birth certificate, with my RFE that they wanted. I sent them a letter and documentation.
That was good advice I gave you. I'm glad that's what I said. Okay. Has anything happened since then?
They responded that they received my RFE on the 28th of Feb, and then from then it was just quiet.
Wait, what was the RFE? I missed the RFE. What was the RFE?
The RFE was for my birth certificate.
For your own birth certificate?
Yes, my South African birth certificate.
Okay. And that was February of 24?
No, yes, February of 24.
Okay, and so the green card's been on file for about a year and a couple months, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so what's your question for me?
My question was, I called them on the 23rd of May to ask them about my RFE, if there's any update about it. And they emailed me back on the 3rd of June explaining to me that they're still viewing my case. But the email came from Vermont, and I'm in Florida.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. So here's what I'll say. You have a bit of a complicated immigration history. It's not horrible. It's not bad. It's not anything wrong. But there's lots of moving parts. You were on an H-2B. You married a green card holder. You filed an I-130. Your green card holder spouse became a citizen. You filed the 45. You notified him that she was a citizen. You added some kids. You got an RFE on your birth certificate. So I'm not surprised that it's sort of off track a little bit. I don't think it's, like I said, I don't think it's anything to worry about. But I think you're still probably going to wait 3 or 4 more months.
Okay.
So I would say if you don't hear something from them in 2 or 3 months, call me back. We might have to sue them for you.
Okay.
Is your spouse going to file for those girls or no?
No, she already filed for me. She's going to file for her mom.
For who?
She's going to file for her mother. Her mother's in Haiti.
Got it. Okay. All right. And then have they asked you anything about whether you support those girls back home in South Africa?
No, but I sent documentations that I do support them. All the documentation.
Yeah, I think you're just chilling. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, D.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye, buddy. You too. Yep. We love us some South Africa around here. Oh, wait. Kwaku's here. Hey, Kwaku.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Great, buddy. How you doing?
Not too bad. So I got my 10-year about a year ago, and I I did something that, I mean, I probably rushed into the decision, but I actually enlisted in the Air Force a month ago.
Okay.
And so here's the thing. So I work remotely, and I have a pretty decent job, making pretty decent income to where I probably shouldn't have, it was more like a
Impulsive.
an inner thing, to enlist. But then I'm thinking about, being able to remotely work like overseas, like, back and forth, going back and forth. I actually was the reserves I enlisted in,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking about quitting already, the Air Force, and I just don't know like the implications it will have on my
Ooh, what a great question. So the question is, if you enroll in the military, enlist in the military, I should say, and then would you get a dishonorably discharged, or what would happen?
So actually haven't been to basic training yet. I'm in the delayed entry program. I pushed it. You get a year to go to basic training. I switched jobs, so I wanted that to be stable first before I went. So I had them push it to next year.
Uh-huh.
But then I'm starting a new job like in a week or two, or yeah, by the end of the month.
And aren't you, if you filed for your 10-year green card a year ago, then you should be almost ready for a citizenship anyway, right?
Yeah, so me and my wife are pretty much divorcing. So
So you gotta
it'll
go.
be 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your status before you got your green card? Were you in status or out of status?
I've always been in status when I've
Okay.
been in this country. I was on school, like OPT and all that. So I did the 3 years of OPT, and yeah.
Will the military uh-oh. Is it me? Is it Kwaku? I don't know where he went.
Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Oh, no worries.
I got a call. Yeah, that's why.
Will the Air Force let you out of your deal or no?
They actually will, because the delayed entry program officer he spoke about like a lot of people not knowing what they were getting themselves into, the kind of jobs they were getting themselves into, and he was like, hey, if that's the case, you just come to the office and I give you a discharge, and like it goes higher up the ranks. It's kind of complicated, but it's not as complicated as actually going into basic training and then putting a lot of,
So what would your military exit be called? Like it's not a dishonorable discharge?
I'd need to find out. I don't think he didn't mention dishonorable or anything. So
why don't you go find out, and then why don't you email me, and this is something I'd like to know. So email me after you find out what they say, and let me know, and then we'll go from there.
What's the email? Where do I find the email?
Right there, right underneath info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, right there on the screen.
Okay, and I have one more question.
Sure.
So let's say I was to leave the country, right? I know I've seen in your videos that in the 5-year period, you have to have spent 2.5 years plus 1 day in the country.
And no trips more than 6 months.
So let's say with those 6-month trips, right? Let's say I was to spend 6 months out and literally came back for a day and just went back, is that like,
so
is that acceptable?
What you're saying is like right now I have 3 years of good time in the United States, and I don't want to screw up my 5 years by being gone for too long. And if I go you're not going to go for 6 months, you're going to go for 5 months and a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to come back for a week or two, and then you're going to go back for 5 months, and then you're going to come back. So yes, the bad days can be towards the end, but don't forget the last 90, you have to be here in the States, in the city in which you're going to apply.
Okay. I'll find that out, and I'll email that. I really appreciate
you. Thanks, see, buddy. It sounds like you got a lot going on, brother.
I do.
See you, man.
I'll figure it out. Thanks.
All right, later. All right. Elijah's been waiting. Hi, Elijah.
Hey, how's it going, Jim? How you doing?
I'm great, buddy. How you doing?
Awesome. Pretty good. I appreciate everything you do, man, like your show and everything. I just had I just wanted a clarification. I was gonna file a I-180 for my spouse and her daughter.
I-130?
I-130, yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I know for her, since I'm a U.S. citizen, I have to file 2, right?
You're a U.S. citizen. You have to file 2. That's right.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. Do I have to do? Will there be 2 interviews, or will it just be 1 interview for both?
How old is the daughter?
She's 12.
Yeah, probably just 1. This is an overseas case.
No, it's USA to Mexico.
But sorry, but I mean, it's a visa case. It's not an adjustment case.
Yeah, well, we're gonna barely start with the visa, and then eventually we'll do the 45.
No. So right now your spouse is in Mexico?
Yes, sir.
And the girl's in Mexico?
Yes, sir.
So you probably won't ever do a 45. You won't do what people in the United States do 45s. People that overseas, what happens is you file an I-130 for the mom and a separate I-130 for the girl. And then that'll get approved about a year from now. And then your case will get sent to this place called the National Visa Center. So it goes from USCIS to the State Department. Then you'll pay fees for them, and you'll pay for you'll file the DS-260 for them to get them their immigrant visas, and then eventually they'll get an interview scheduled in Juarez. And then once they get approved and they get their visas, then you'll pay the fees for their green cards to be produced. And then after they come to America, their green cards will come in the mail.
Okay, so I was gonna ask that too. Do I file the 45 after they get approved?
You never file a 45. You just pay this little fee for like $230 to get the actual green cards.
Okay, because I was gonna file myself. I'm not gonna go through a lawyer, so I just wanted to clarify that because everyone's telling me file both, but I'm like, if I don't need to file both, why am I filing both?
Nope. Right now, you just file the I-130 and the I-130A. That's it.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Bye, Elijah. See you, buddy. All right. I always get a little worried when people say they're going to file without a lawyer and they're not really sure what all the forms are. That always makes me a little worried. All right, listen, we got some friends we haven't seen in a while. One is Phoenix, although Phoenix hasn't been gone all that long. So welcome back, Phoenix. Hello. And then we have none other than Princess Lizzie in the house. Hi, Lizzie. How you doing, sweetheart? I was just talking about you the other day, talking about self-petitions, employment visas. What a badass you are. So good to see you. And I know that everyone in the comments is happy to see you. All right. Kamal is here. Hi, Kamal.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. I have a couple of questions, but one is more important. Other one is like just a clarification question.
Okay.
So one is like I just finished my PhD and I am on my OPT. I just filed the OPT. The good thing is that I got a job in R1 University as a assistant professor. Now the thing I want to ask you is that for in the OPT, first of all, like if I want to travel during OPT and if I have my job, I have my EAD, I have my letter, everything.
But you haven't said the most important thing.
Yeah.
You have a visa that is not expired.
Yeah, my visa is not expired. My passport is not expired.
Okay.
Everything is on track. Like my F1 visa is still 2025 right now.
Never out of status?
Like no, I have not violated I-20 anytime. Like
didn't work without permission, nothing.
Sorry?
Didn't work without permission or didn't violate the
No,
terms?
I did not violated anything like that. Before that, I was on CPT like 2 times, but it was only for one month, not for more than. Okay. And I was like, it was like not at all like I violated any of the terms of I-20 in the past. The only question is like, will I get like is there any problem if I travel abroad while I get my EAD, everything? And because I need to travel to my family for like 4 or 5 months, no, for 4 or 5 days, not 4 or 5 months, sorry, 4 or 5 days, and I have to come back.
Are you on original OPT or STEM?
OPT, original OPT. And I just finished my PhD and applied.
So it just started.
Yeah.
It just started. Okay. Yeah, I have no problem with this plan. Just make sure what are you doing on your OPT?
Yeah. So OPT, I'm just starting my new job in R1 University as faculty.
So just make sure you bring proof of that, and then you're good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Cool. And then you said you had a clarification question.
Yes, so I applied for OPT and I'm waiting for my EAD card right now. Now the only thing I wanted to ask, should I expedite the process because the starting date is August 3rd, and I applied 1 month back, May 3rd.
You mean, should you pay extra for expediting?
Yeah, or should I wait?
I
Like,
just
what
wait.
is what
Yeah,
is your suggestion?
I'd wait and see.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right, all right. Yeah,
Bye,
that's
Mel.
okay.
See you, buddy. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's go to Nana. Hi, Nana. You're on mute.
Oh, can I go off camera?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay,
Good.
so little backstory. I came here on F1 visa for my high school, and I've been here since 2017. And I've been out of status for 4 years now. And I got married about 2 weeks ago. So my husband and I, we are, trying to file by the end of this month.
Okay.
And last November, my husband petitioned for his dad, back in Ghana. And on his application, he selected that he got his permanent residency through adoption. Meanwhile, that's not true. He came here through the lottery. So now that I'm about to apply for mine, is that going to be an issue?
Wait, what did he do?
So he selected that he got his permanent residency through adoption.
Through adoption.
Yeah, but that wasn't true. He came here through the lottery. He won the lottery.
So it was a mistake, or he did it on purpose to try to trick somebody?
It was a mistake. I had to, draw his attention to it that, this is why you selected. Meanwhile, that's not true. Is that going to be a problem for me? I'm going to choose that he didn't get it through adoption, though.
So you're more organized than he is, and you were getting ready to file for your stuff, and you went over his paperwork, and you're like, what's this all about?
Yes.
So has he ever been adopted?
No.
And this came up on the paperwork that he filed for his father?
Yes. So I was trying to make sure that the information he put on his father's petition is the same as mine.
Yeah, I understand. So his father that he's applying for, is that his biological father?
Yes.
I think that case, I'm not so worried about your case. I think put the truth on your case for sure. But I think he just made a big mistake because he's filing for his father, but he says he got his green card through adoption. That's going to throw them for a big old loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for you, I'm not worried about it. Just put the truth for you.
Okay. And since I've been out of status for about 4 years now, do I need a waiver, or I can just, do the application?
He's a U.S. citizen?
Yes, he is.
I don't think you need a waiver, but that's the number one fraud indicator. So I think they're going to give you a hard time.
Okay. And also, so I got
real quick, one thing, when people have been out of status for 4 years, one thing they often like to ask is, have you ever made a false claim to U.S. citizenship? Because that can keep you from getting a green card.
Okay. And also, I got a work permit through hardship when I was in high school, and I got so right now that I'm applying for a new, it has expired. It expired when I graduated high school. So now that I'm applying for a new one, do I choose the renew option?
No, new one.
Okay.
Thanks, Nanny. Good luck.
Thank you.
See ya. All right. Elias is here. Hello, Elias.
Hey, Mr. Jim, how are you?
I'm awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you. I just got one question for you, very quick. I went to interview me and my wife and my son back in April 17 for I-130 petition interview. So recently, about 15 days, I received from the USAS attempt to denied based on previous marriage.
Time out. So your spouse and kid are overseas?
No, she's here. She's a U.S. citizen.
And she's a U.S. citizen.
Yes.
And you got an interview on the I-130.
Mm-hmm.
And why did they? What did they say in the notice of intent to deny?
They accused me for 204C of fraud, based on previous marriage.
And so, what are they talking about?
They just sent everything that I sent in the beginning on the first application back on the 2016, and they say they denied my case.
Time out. I like to do my stories chronologically. Okay.
Okay,
So, when did you first come to the United States?
2013,
And what kind of a visa did you have?
F1 visa,
And where are you from?
Jordan.
And so you came in 2013. Did you go to school?
I went, but I went out of status after that.
How long were you going to school?
I just went for a year.
Why did you stop going to school?
It's a lot of things happened to me. I can't afford it. That's why.
And then when did you get married to your first spouse?
2016.
And they were a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
They filed an I-130 and a 45 for you?
Yes.
Did you have an interview?
Yes.
And how did the interview go?
It goes okay, but they give me 120 days for the decision.
Yeah, and then what happened?
And a couple of days before the 120 days end, I think the fraud unit shows to my unit.
Shows up to your apartment?
Yes.
Were you and your spouse there when they showed up?
No, she wasn't there.
Where was she?
She got honestly, like if something happened, we can't continue together, so she got kicked out.
She got kicked out by you or by who?
Me.
So you had a notified USCIS that she got kicked out?
Yes.
How long before they showed up did you kick her out?
About it was like a couple weeks.
Okay. And so what did they come into your apartment? Did they look around? Did they talk to you?
They come around, they talk to me, and after that, they send me another interview notice.
For you and your spouse?
Yes.
Did you both show up?
No, I'm the only one who show up.
And do you know if they ever talked to your first wife?
No, they didn't.
Had she ever been married before?
No.
Had she had kids before?
No.
Okay. Was she Arab or was she not Arab?
No, she's not Arab.
Okay. And so do you know if she ever wrote a letter and said you're a bad dude or said bad things about you?
No, she made a letter for me. I'm a good person, good husband, in love. But the only thing that's what happened. She got a truck on the drugs. She went to the drugs. She's doing the drugs. That's something that I don't like. That's why she got kicked out.
Did you tell them that?
Yes, I did.
Does she have a criminal history?
I think she had. Yeah, she had the suspicions. She have suspended driver license. She went to jail a couple times. Yeah, she had not a good record.
So did she withdraw the I-130 and you withdraw the 45, or did they just deny them, saying it was a fake?
They just denied it.
Did they say there was fraud?
I didn't notice it's a fraud until I filed another 130 petition with my second marriage.
So in the 45 denial or the I-130 denial, have you actually seen those documents?
I seen the I-130 petition got denied, and the I-485 is still under review. The interview was completed. Case must be reviewed till now. That's the status.
The original 485?
Yes.
Does the I-130 denial notice say anything about fraud?
Yes.
So the I-130 decision said the fraud unit came out, and it's like a big long letter explaining all the ways your first marriage was fake.
Correct.
Okay, and now fast forward. So you divorced the drug addict,
mm-hmm.
and then you waited a couple more years and you married a new person.
Yes.
And now there's no problem with fraud at all with marriage number 2.
No, everything went good with my interview. My marriage was bona fide, but based on my previous marriage, they denied my case.
Well, they're going to deny it. They haven't denied it yet, right? They sent you notice of intent to deny?
Yes, I'm gonna respond to it this days.
You're gonna respond to it when?
Soon, couple days.
Can you send me a copy of it?
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, if you want me to take a look at it, I will, and I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, I need your help. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's the emails underneath. Just email it to us, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. I'm Elias. I was just on the show on Wednesday, and
Okay.
we got this noise. And we'll follow up tomorrow.
Okay.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Thanks. Bye,
Thank you.
Elias.
Thank
See
you.
you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, I have a whole video on this. The second marriage, everything's cool, but the first marriage, they said it's fraud. They like doing that trick, and I think you really have to push back and see if they really have the proof of fraud or if they just think there's fraud. A friend of mine who's a kick-ass lawyer just litigated the shit out of this up in Chicago and won at federal court on that, which is remarkable. Nadia, what do you got?
Hi, Jane. Yeah, so I have a question. I have my citizenship appointment next Monday in Norfolk.
Next Monday in Norfolk. Oh, I've been there. Yes, Norfolk. Okay. Are you nervous about anything?
Well, so I have been married twice, and I also have some criminal record. I was in jail for 2 weeks because of contempt of court and some driver's license
You yelled
issue.
at the judge. How'd you get contempt of court?
Well, I didn't go to court.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I had a driver's license. I got pulled over and my driver's license was revoked. So I had to go to court and they give me another date. So
Is this all in Virginia?
yes, in Virginia. So
Virginia's crazy about traffic. They lock up everybody just on traffic shit. Stuff here in St. Louis, you would just pay a fine and it would go away. In Virginia, they just lock you up. So let's back up, Nadia. Where are you from?
Argentina.
Oh, nice. When did you come to the U.S.?
Well, so I came first back in 2007 on a J1 visa. So
Yeah.
I did the J1 program a couple times. And then in 2013, I came on a B1/B2 visa. So that's a year later, I got married. And
Is that the person that helped you get your green card, the first marriage?
no, the second one.
Did the first person file for you and it didn't work, or just they never filed for you?
Yeah, so we ended up separating and he moved to another state. So we filed for divorce in Missouri. So then after that, I lost my status when we got, before we got divorced. And
What status did you have before that?
well, so back in 2013, I came on a tourist visa. So
Yeah.
stay on the visa for a year, and then after that I got married, so I filed all my papers with immigration, but then we didn't go to the interview, so that's when they ended up denying the case. And
Okay. So that's what I want to make sure. So on spouse number one filed an I-130 and a 45, and that all got denied because you didn't go to the interview.
Yes.
Then you divorced spouse number one, and then when did you marry spouse number two?
2018.
2000 when?
2018. Sorry,
2018. That's
2018.
okay. And then when did you get your green card off that marriage?
In 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said but you're divorced from that person?
No, we're married, so I applied for citizenship, and now they want me to go for an interview. So I'm just kind of worried if they will maybe ask about my criminal
They're
stuff.
going to ask you about everything I just asked you and the criminal, but I'm a little confused. So I think you said you've been divorced twice, no?
No, so I've been divorced once, and now I'm still married.
Everything with the current marriage is fine. Your spouse is going to go with you and everything to that office?
Well, so yes, he can go with me. I didn't know if he has to because my I-751 got approved.
Yeah.
So on the notice, it says, bring all these documents, but I don't really know if I have to bring him or not.
Yeah, you should bring him and you should bring updated marital evidence. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So let's talk about the criminal stuff. So contempt of court, which basically just sounds like not going to your court date. Doesn't sound like I was hoping you like yelled at a judge or threw something at the bailiff or something. Okay, what else besides contempt of court?
No, just contempt of court. Once at first they I did the contempt of court twice.
Mm-hmm.
So the first time they kind of I got away with it, but the second time they just said, "Okay, you're going to jail."
When did that happen?
In 2017.
2017. So more than 3 years ago, more than 5 years ago. So, did you have to pay a fine?
Yes, I got a lawyer, and I was going to stay in jail for a long time, but this lawyer, he kind of got a deal, so I only stayed for 2 weeks.
Do you have proof of all that?
Sorry.
Do you have proof of all that? Do you have the court
Yes,
record proof that
yes.
you paid?
This-
Okay, good. So you're going to bring that. Yeah, they're probably going to ask you about that. I mean, now it's weird because I think the Virginia state system is very tough. I also think USCIS in Virginia is tough because, and you're in a military town in Norfolk, so they're pretty by the book over there. I've seen them be pretty tough.
Yes. And then just one more question. I was out of the country a lot of times since I got my green card, but I was out of the country last April until May. So I heard you saying that you need to stay in the jurisdiction for 90 days. So,
No, that's different. That's because he was going to be living somewhere else. As long as you've lived somewhere, if you just went for a 30-day trip, that's fine.
okay. Okay. So you're saying just bring your husband, and will they let him in, or can he just wait?
He'll probably sit in the waiting room sometimes, but sometimes it's good. Sometimes I honestly believe this. Sometimes when the officer opens the door and you say, "Hey, my husband's here," like that's enough. Like they're just window dressing. He probably won't have to do anything, but I think having him there is helpful. Have him bring a book and just sit there.
Okay, so that's what I'll do, because I didn't know. I was about to go by myself, but now
No,
I'll no.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Nadia.
Yeah,
All right.
thank you.
Good luck. Yeah, for sure. Let us know how it goes. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. All right. Tony asked, has Jim ever been yelled at by a judge? That's a funny question. And I'll tell you a quick story and then I'll get to one or two more calls. So when Amani and I got married, we got a rental property. We bought a 2-family. We lived on the upstairs and we had a tenant downstairs. And then my mother-in-law really liked our building, so she wanted us to buy a building for her. So we bought her one in the city. Amani was the property manager. I was the property manager. We were terrible property managers. A month into us buying it, the pipes all froze and everything got flooded. But eventually there was a tenant that we were trying to kick out, and Amani and I went to court. I was the lawyer. It was like small claims court. It was associate circuit court. I was the small claims attorney, and Amani was the landlady, and she was so mad. She had the records about how this guy hadn't been paying his rent, and she kept interrupting the judge. And the judge told her, "Shut up." He said, "Shut up." He's not a nice judge. Anyway, so I don't think I've ever been yelled at by judges. I'll have to think about that. I'll have an answer for you, Tony, tomorrow. George is here. Hello. You're on mute.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're not driving, are you?
Yeah, I'm not driving. I actually stopped. Yeah.
Okay, great. What's up?
You remember me last time?
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah. This is my second time coming back.
Awesome.
So yeah, my question is on the January 30, my wife went interview over the Malaysia. So she didn't get a visa because our marriage must be registered with the Malaysia government, state government. That's how they say. So unfortunately we cannot do that because my wife, she's a refugee. So Malaysia government uh didn't allow refugee to register with the state. So we just show
Yeah.
we just show the church marrying and the affidavit spot paper letter. So USA approving, national visa approving, but over the Malaysia, the consular didn't approve it. So,
So what are you gonna do?
so yeah, I do I did two things. We married through the virtually for the Utah State when I was waiting over the Malaysia. So we got a marrying license for the United States right now. So
okay.
And another way, my specific question is right now is, Do you hear about the wildcard corps for the refugee?
The what for cops for refugees?
Yeah, the wildcard corps program.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, right now, the government opened the wildcard corps for invited refugee. So
Okay.
yeah, my wife, she was a refugee as well. So right now, I applying for the wildcard corps program as well.
Okay.
So
Good.
so can uh I don't know, can I do both if I refine it again? I want 30. Do
Yes,
you
you can.
think two? Because my concern is if I do both way, where USCIS catching, maybe they think, oh, you're applying for the refugee program, you do I want 30, so maybe they suspect it or they don't like it like that.
No, it's totally fine. They'll never make the connection.
Okay, so no matter what, right?
Right.
So yeah, the reason I want to do both is maybe we never know. Maybe one car cop is coming first on the I-130 coming first. I don't know. So I want to do both. Either one coming first. So
All right. Well, good luck, George.
yeah. So Jane, can you give me just one more question?
Sure.
So yeah, what do you think about, because we got married through the Utah virtual marrying? But we were the same physically together when we were married on the Zoom. So do you think
Yeah.
it is?
I hope so. I hope so. You guys are both in the same spot. To me, that's the most important thing. So I think you should be okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jim. Thank you.
See you, bud. Have a good day.
Yeah. You too.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right. All right. Jaswinder's been waiting a while. Hello, Jaswinder.
Hello, sir. How are you? Can I just turn on my can turn off my camera?
Camera's off.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you off
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah. Hi, sir. So my wife just applied I-130 for me in 2020, May. She was green card holder that time, and we were waiting, and in 2022 she just got her citizenship. Then she updated the citizen certificate in 2022 November. So our lawyer did that, and afterwards we are waiting for like 1 more year, right? For the I-130. In January 2024, USCIS asked for like a bona fide marriage exemption and like supporting documents. So we sent them in
Wait,
March 18th,
time out.
2024.
Time out. Is that because you're in removal?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I came on 2016 on B1, B2 visa, and I'm in removal proceedings, immigration court. And the judge gave us the admin closure because my lawyer asked the judge that I have I-130 pending.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to do the good faith marriage exemption. Yep. I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah. So we sent the RFE in March 18th, 2024, and after like a 1 month on April 21, USCIS just scheduled the interview for I-130, and on like after 5 minutes they just canceled it. And now it's 1 month, and we haven't heard anything from them.
You might call them and see what's up.
Yeah, we called them and they said in their system they are showing something interview pending. And also we ask our lawyer. Our lawyer say interview canceled and interview scheduled, so it's not a big deal. So I don't know what we have to do now.
No, usually they'll reset it within about 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's already 40 days now.
Yeah, you're just waiting. You got a complicated history, brother. You just wait.
Okay. And I also asked my lawyer for I-485, and he said when you're gonna get I-130 approved, then we're gonna ask the judge to terminate your proceedings. Like we're gonna reopen the case and then terminate it, and then we're gonna do the I-485 with the USCIS.
That's exactly right.
So what should we do now? Like, so do USCIS gonna give us decision or like a new interview something?
I think you're going to get an interview.
Okay, so we just so Jim, last question is, so do my wife do something like a inquiry something for outside processing time after how long? If we didn't hear anything from them.
When did she when did she become a citizen?
She became citizen in October 2022.
Yeah, I would say that if you don't have, I would sue. I would say sue them soon. I think you might need to sue them on the I-130. What field office are you supposed to have your interview at?
It was from the paper. All the letters we are getting from San Jose field office.
Yeah, you might need to sue them just because it's a complicated history. They might not. I would say if they don't schedule you for an interview within 90 days after the day they scheduled it, then you probably
Uh-huh.
need to sue them.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, Jim. Okay.
Hi,
Uh-huh.
buddy. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bit over and just hit my man Muhammad. See what he's got. Hi,
Oh,
Muhammad.
yeah. How you doing, sir?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm okay. My name is Mohammed Olajide.
Salam.
Yeah, I'm a sir. I came from Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 1996.
Whoa.
To US.
Yeah.
I live in New York. And I've applied for asylum, but I was denied.
Yeah.
But when I denied, I moved to Harrisburg, which I'm married. And when I married, I divorced my wife. He was trying to kill herself. I take out her, in Harrisburg. And then later on, I met another Nigerian lady. We marry in Harrisburg, and we have three kids together. 14-year-old, 12, and 10, three girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then she applied for I-130 for me.
Just real quick, when you said you got denied asylum, you got it denied by the asylum office or by the immigration court?
Immigration court.
So did you get withholding or were you ordered deported or what?
I was ordered to leave.
And you never did?
I never did.
When did you marry this number 2 person?
We married in 2010.
Did number 1 file for you or no?
Oh, number 1, I married in New York. It filed for me.
They did or didn't?
She did.
And that's the lady that tried to kill herself or no?
Yeah, she filed for me.
Okay. And so what happened to that case?
We end up I was sent a letter to close my asylum that I was denied. They want me to close it.
I don't care about that. What happened to the I-130?
I didn't get I-130 that time.
Okay, so time out. So what was the first name of your first wife?
The first name is
let's call her Mary. Call her Mary, okay?
The one I married before?
Okay. Were you married in Nigeria?
Oh yeah, I was married in Nigeria.
How many times in Nigeria were you married?
Just only one.
Okay. So when you came to the United States, were you still married to the Nigerian lady or no?
When I filed for my asylum, I was married.
To the lady in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got divorced from her?
Yes.
From the United States or in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
Okay, so that might be a problem because these Nigerian divorce decrees are trouble. We've seen a lot of fake Nigerian divorce decrees. Maybe not way back then, but now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So then you marry a woman in the United States. We're going to call her Mary. Mary files an I-130 petition for you. Mary's suicidal, and you guys separate. And did they ever issue a decision on the I-130 and the 45 that Mary filed for you?
No.
Okay. And then you guys got divorced. Did you notify USCIS that you got divorced?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
And then you married a new person, right?
Yes, sir.
And so then what happened? That person filed for you? And that's who you're still married to?
Yeah, she even right now, I'm in Toronto right now.
Oh, why are you in Toronto?
My wife and I took me to a lawyer, and the lawyer said since my asylum was denied, I have to leave the country so that I can come back to US. And I left. Yeah, I came to Toronto 2017, December.
And you're still there?
I'm still there.
So what's the question for me, Mohammed?
Yeah, right now, my kid wanted to come back here to visit me, but my wife is not doing what she's supposed to do so that I can come back. And then now she started dating somebody else.
Yep.
And my kids call me all the time. They text me. I send them money in US, and my I-130 is still stuck there because the lawyer said she didn't come to sign whatever she wanted to sign.
So she doesn't want you coming back.
Yeah.
How old are the kids?
My kid is 14, 12, and 10.
So it sounds like you're waiting 7 years, and then the 14-year-old can apply for you.
Okay. There's nothing I can do.
I mean, you can hire a divorce attorney and try to. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You can't make your wife go ahead with the I-130.
No, I know.
Who told you it was a good idea to leave the United States?
The lawyer that my wife took me to, and my wife advised me that I should just leave, that I will not stay here for too long, so that she will sign for everything so that I can come back.
Are you sure it was a lawyer?
That's what she's the one who took me to that lawyer.
I mean, wouldn't that be something if she had a friend who had a suit in an office and said, hey, we're going to go see this lawyer. And the lawyer says, yeah, Mohammed, go back to Toronto. You'll be back in 2 weeks. But it wasn't really a lawyer. That'd be something else. Because no immigration lawyer that knows anything would tell you to leave the United States. I sure as hell wouldn't. That'd be the last thing I would tell you to do.
Okay.
I think you got hoodwinked. I think you got bamboozled.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Bye, Mohammed. See you, buddy. Wow, that was a crazy case to end the show. All right. Now, just real quick, I'm going to take a vote. Should I do the show at noon tomorrow or 2 tomorrow? I'm sort of on the fence. I don't really care. Let's see what the people say. 2 p.m. Central or 12 p.m. Central? I'm leaning towards 12. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? 12 or 2 tomorrow? I think I'm going to do 12. Any objections to 12 tomorrow? Any objections to 12? Yeah, Princess Lizzie knows. She would never send someone back. Oh, good. We already have the slide. Noon it is. We'll be up tomorrow at noon Central. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. We hit 270. This is a good time to do a show. I'm thinking once a week I should do a late show. I hope you all have a great night. If you need to get a hold of us, 314-961-8200, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. I'm going to go have some dinner, and I'll see you guys mañana. I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of disease.